Unphazed family, we back at it again with another great episode. I had the honor of having a brother on the podcast today. Somebody that I grew up with, been together since the playground, man. He's an entrepreneur. He's a celebrity barber. He has his own fitness brand. He's working in finance. This is a serial entrepreneur, but it's a brother. And we talk a lot about collaboration, how me and him need to collaborate more, how us as a people, as black people, as human beings need to start collaborating more, the importance of getting outside of your friend zone, getting outside of your comfort zone, getting outside of your city, and what that has done for us, man. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode with Mr. Rico. 30 beams, stay unfazed. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let's go.
I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper. I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper. I'm unfazed.
That's my brother. I'm saving all this. They don't even know. They don't even know for real though.
They don't know about they don't know the story, man. How you been though, bro?
I've been great, bro. I can't complain. You see, you actually the first one to see the new setup too.
Really? It's looking good.
Yeah. We just put the walls up there, just put the turf on there. We got to spread that out a little bit, but yeah, we getting right. Trying to do a little studio.
Make a trip, so I know this is the first episode with us, but I want to make an episode where I'm gonna come out there, bro.
Yeah, we got to do that, or I'll come to you. Either way, yeah. How far is Houston? That's like 3 hours, right?
Yeah, it's like 3.5, but I done been up there so many times, bro. So that drive low key ain't terrible, but 3.5 to 4, it'd be a little stretch.
It'd be pushing. I've already known, bro. How long have you been in Houston?
I've been in Houston I'm going on year 4. Yeah, I'm going on year 4. So
this is a crazy thing that I always think about, right? There's a lot of people, and this is not like a bad thing or good thing, but there's a lot of people that are still in Oak Lawn.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, we know that.
and not that that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying I feel like there's power in what leaving where you comfortable, like leaving that environment that do something to you. I feel like financially, I feel like mentally, you know what I mean? It gets you there.
It's a whole new ball game, bro. It's because it's gonna be testaments to it. So I actually was recently faced with testaments of thinking like, bro, do I need to go back? Like, but then you have to rethink why you left. You know what I'm saying in the beginning, and then the point that we at in our life, it took a lot to get here. Versus if I would have stayed back home, bro, I wouldn't have. I don't think I would honestly have everything I have now. I wouldn't have learned as much as I did. I wouldn't have the connections. I wouldn't have.
And it don't even be a bad thing. It don't even home don't even be a bad thing, but it's just like to get to that point that you really need to get to, you gotta be around something different.
You got to get out, bro. I mean, honestly, a lot of people, it's the scare mentality of like, all right, if I leave, then what's gonna happen? And a lot of people don't know how to just take that leap of faith and just go try something new, go see something new. Because what they don't realize is the house gonna always be there. It's always gonna be there.
It's gonna always be there,
right? And that's why we make trips back and forth because obviously we miss the crib. We gotta,
And we got. I think that's the hardest part. Though, would be the family too. For me. That's the hardest part because mom's situation. Like mom's is in Chicago, so it's like me even being. I be going back and forth, but it's like being away. It's like. I don't want to be away, but it's like I just got to. You know what I mean? I got to.
And you gotta leave. And you know how moms is, man. Especially, bro. I miss moms. How's she doing, actually?
Oh my gosh, she's great, bro.
Man, that's.
I'm gonna tell her. When she see you on the pod, she gonna go crazy.
Bro, I was thinking about it earlier too. Last time I was watching your episode, bro, and your smile, bro. You get that from moms. Her smile.
I'm already knowing.
Her smile.
Right up the room. I'm already knowing.
Nah, that's good, bro. Especially when we go back at the same time, bro. I gotta see it, man.
We got to, and we're gonna have to do this sooner than later, because I'm like we in Texas together, so we gotta get that right. I'm
coming down, bro. I've been talking about it too. I might be transitioning a little bit with some job situations, so I might have a lot more free time to where they might send me to Dallas. So if they start sending me out there, like you already know I'm linking up with you, brother.
Yeah, 100%. So what's the main thing? Because I know we got the Rick 30 beams. I see it. What's the main thing that you're doing right now?
The main thing I would say, so right now I'm actually a personal trainer. So
I've been seeing
I work for USA PT. And what that is basically we sell personal training programs to people who in need, who don't really know how to start their fitness journey. You got a lot of people who literally, this is amazing working in this job too, because you know us, bro. We've been working out since kids, bro.
Since kids. I remember I was at the Bally's in there trying to, I'm already knowing.
So it's easy for us to, you know, create our own stuff and go in there. But when you start seeing the other end of the spectrum and you start seeing how people really don't know, it's a lot of people that's the reason they fat, or, you know, excuse my language, let me say, it's the reason a lot of people are they fat. Skip it. Hey, I'm just saying they fat. But as you dive down, I sit with people every day. So this is what I do. I talk to people every day. I see, you know, kind of diving in on what's their fitness journey, what's has been up to this point. And surprisingly, bro, a lot of people don't go into the gym, one, because they scared, and two, they just uneducated, bro. Uneducated. And then lastly, this is everybody, though, is just the motivation and the accountability. Right? So a lot of people don't have that mental strength to at least keep themselves accountable to do something as simple as just being fit every day.
Yes.
So it's interesting, bro, just to kind of see that. But again, you know, I got to keep the barber, bro, just because this is my passion, you know?
Yeah.
I'm on your podcast, but again, like I said, when you come to Houston, you know I got Reek 30, but you know I got Cutthroat with Reek. That's my
Come on. Yeah, Cutthroat with Reek. Come on.
Right? So I'm gonna get you on that podcast episode too when you come out here. But bro, this is my passion. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I could have the opportunity to just be in here every day and make thousands of dollars, I would. But you know, I've been an entrepreneur since you met me way back then.
I'm already knowing. Rico, he gonna find a way.
Hey.
Anytime, any day. You know that.
It's in our blood, twin. This is what we from.
Our blood. That's what we do.
We always know how to make a way. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
We do. Yeah.
And that's what separates, I think, the city of Chicago from any cities, bro, is everybody gonna find a way, whether it's like you on your own, you gotta venture out, you gotta experience things that you never experienced. One thing that come from our blood, bro, is that we gonna try something until we find out our niche.
Yes, you know that. We're gonna keep going. So, bro, how has for the Barber as well, Rick 30 Beams, the Cutthroat Podcast, like I want to know, because this is a funny thing, because it's like, this is you now, and I know you're not, because like I'm proud of you where you're at now, but I know where you want to be. Like I'm already knowing just the mindset. Because same for me, it's like I want to be here, but I'm right here right now. But everyone's still proud of you. I'm gonna tell you, like you ain't where you used to be.
Mm-hmm.
What was that process like after college, or like just the beginning? Because I feel like every time I'm talking to somebody on this podcast, that comes out, that adulting phase, I feel like we was all just going through some shit during a period of time, and it was just hard.
Right.
And it's still hard, so to speak, because we still going to get, but it's like there was a time where it was tough.
Right. And I recently, like I said, I recently was tested with that, bro. Honestly, like, and I'm gonna end up getting to that point, but it's crazy. This is a funny story, right? So I got my master's in athletic training. Yeah. I got my bachelor's in science at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. They handed me my degree, so I did the graduation. I came home for 2 days. Mm-hmm. 2 days. And then I put everything in my charger, bro, and I drove straight down here. So so between getting my diplomas, driving back to Chicago, you know, seeing the family, saying my little goodbyes, and packing everything, throwing everything away, bro, and packing up and moving everything took 5 days total, right? It was crazy. I was crazy, bro. But you know me, man, when I have my mindset on something too, when I know that I see the vision, and I already had the vision on leaving. I had the vision on leaving the city probably a year before I graduated. I was like, man, I'm packing everything up.
Like, I gotta go,
right? Yeah. So I packed up and I left, and I already had like a little summer job lined up.
Yeah,
but it was only for the summer. right?
Okay.
So I didn't even have a job after August.
Okay.
So I was kind of in that point and like, dang, what's next? Like, what am I gonna do next?
Yeah.
So it was scary, bro. It was scary. But getting in that car, that whole 16, 17-hour drive, bro, I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, I need to turn around. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Bro, I'm telling you, I was driving here, bro. I didn't pull over like 20 times because I'm trying my best to get here without falling asleep. I'm telling you. And I brought you remember I had the silver Mercedes. I was pushing out, but I brought it all the way here. I'm like, yeah, bro.
And so it was really that leap of faith. But once I got here, you know, I worked my summer job. I stacked a nice little amount of money. But I was cutting hair in college, right?
Yeah, okay.
So I was already cutting hair, and you know, that was always my side hustle, right?
Yeah.
I always had my mindset on I was gonna graduate, I was gonna start working a nice job. I was hoping to work for the Texans as an athletic trainer or something like that.
Yeah.
But I found a different role because I'm not gonna lie to you. I have passions, I have a hobby, but you know, the life we living in right now, especially you being on your own, money, we gotta be stable.
You gotta be stable.
You gotta
they don't tell you that part. Like you don't know that part, but then it's like when them bills come, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now you see what, and people live like this. You know what I mean? Like their whole lives on this. And it's crazy to see, just like you'd be surprised how like the people from the crib, I'm like, hey, how much you got going? 3,000 a month or something like that. Like very low bills, and we struggling, or we going paycheck to paycheck. So yeah, I see that.
Me? And on that car ride here, I just kept reminding myself of that. Like, you know where we come from, bro. And you just like everybody we surrounded by, we was seeing, it was just constant struggle. It's constant, I'm trying to get this off this person. I need to get this off that person. And I kind of adopted this mentality, like, bro, if I don't go do my own thing and get out of that mindset of paycheck to paycheck, I'm not gonna be nowhere. I'm gonna be just like where they at. And you know, we see all these motivating things on social media, TV, and how are they living like that? Yeah. So I was like, you know, skip it. I have my degrees in the medical profession. I've been working in sales my whole career while I was in college. So I was like, you know, I want to stay in the health realm and combine sales. So I started doing medical sales as soon as I finished my summer job.
That's lit. And I know that's a good job.
Right. Right. And so I get to still be a nerd and learn about health, but also I was making a lot of money. Yeah. Right. I was making money. I was living the life that I thought I was going to do, and I was having fun. Right. Yeah. For the past 3 years, 3 years, I was doing that. Yeah. I recently was faced with a challenge of adversity, bro. And I ain't never, and being on your own different, right? Because we hit adversity when we was in high school or college, like we can go home.
We got the crib to back us up. We got some support. We kind of know what's going on. Yeah.
Right. And I was hit with some adversity to the point where it was like, I was questioning myself as, what am I doing? Like, where am I at? What's my next steps? How can I dig myself out of this hole? And I honestly, for a couple months, I was in a mental slump where I was waking up every day and just I wouldn't say just lazy, but I was waking up every day. I wasn't working. I had no job. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I was unemployed for about 4 to 5 months. Yeah. And honestly, I'm glad I made the smart decision on going into medical sales because I stacked enough money to kind of hold me.
Chill out for a little bit,
Yeah, for a little bit. And honestly, cutting hair wasn't getting me to where I was. It was just paying the bills, right? Yeah. It was uncomfortable. It was to the point where it was like, bro, I might have to move. I might have to get a roommate or, you know, kind of make life changes. But I dug deeper, bro, and I kept going, and I ended up finding a job recently. And I'm back on track, right? But with that to be said was, if I would have never took that leap of faith back then, I probably would have been content with paycheck to paycheck, living at Graham's house, living at mom's house, getting food every weekend, you know, just the same thing that our environment taught us. Yeah. I think leaving is so important because it teaches you to take care of yourself. Before you can take care of other people, you have to learn to take care of yourself.
And it is tough to take care of yourself right now too.
Right, right.
Like
And it's
not even just for like the individual, but like as the world, the
Mhm.
economy, it's like everything is more expensive. Like just the world is tough right now, especially being newly or by yourself.
Right, right. And then not having no support system as well is something that teach you to be the toughest. It
Yeah.
actually brings the grind out of you the most because just like when you learn, even I give advice. I want to give advice to people that is comfortable, that got family and support system. They need
Hmm.
to stop relying
Hmm.
on that because if all be all fails and this economy fail right now, if anything go wrong, you can't always rely on the next person because they might be failing. You don't know what they might be going through. They can't always
Yes.
take care of you. So what separates the strong from the predator and the prey is being able to survive on your own,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's
Do you feel like you were during that time when you moved to Houston, do you feel like you were just like kind of like in Rocky when they do the fight scene, it's just like
yep,
the long, like did it feel like you were just kind of by yourself just figuring it out?
yep, yeah. I mean, and that's the scary part about just life in general, though. You have to figure it out. People don't know
Yeah.
how to go to the drawing board and sit
Hmm.
there and fester at the
Yeah.
drawing board. People want to go to the drawing board, get that equation real quick, and
Yeah.
find that solution, but it ain't always
Yeah.
gonna be like that.
It's not.
It just ain't. And it's crazy because, like I said, for 3 years, I was on this pedestal. I have a nice job. I
Yeah.
got all the motion. I got a support system on media, on social media. I got people behind me, but nobody can pay your bills for you. Nobody can wake up and wipe your butt for you at the toilet. You know, it has to be you.
Nobody. Yeah.
It got to be you. So when I was hit with that adversity, I'm glad I was. Even though I
Hmm.
was asking God, I was waking up every day like, why me though? Like, I was doing so good. I did everything you asked me. I went to school. I stayed
Yeah.
out of the streets. I played sports. I live every day. I don't rob people. I don't kill. I don't do
Hmm.
anything wrong. Why
Hmm.
me? But now I'm starting to see the feedback from others. You kind of start to see how you elevate, and you start to see, like you just said, people from back home or even
Hmm.
people here in this city. You see how they not excelling.
Yes.
And you think to yourself like, well, why am I excelling? And even though I'm here with adversity, I know everybody got problems,
Yeah.
but it's because I'm being strong enough to keep figuring it out.
Keep figuring it out. And it
That's
don't matter what city you in, because we can move. We went from our city to Houston. They still gonna have the same type of people, same type of, and they may even come at you a different way. So it's
mm-hmm.
like you gotta be ready to make that next step. You gotta be hungry enough.
Hungry enough, right? And that's what, like I said too, watching your podcast, bro. Like you just said, I'm not where I want to be, but seeing the different people you get on, seeing the information that you got people hearing right now is
Mhm.
actually a lot bigger than what you even know. The views
Mm.
might not always be there, but like I said,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
people watching that's
Yes.
learning. That's
Yes.
literally like, dang, I could learn from that. Or you changing people mentals. There's a
Yes.
lot of people watching Unphazed and they literally changing without you even knowing. Like
Yeah.
without you even knowing. Like I said, you motivated me with my podcast to keep getting more people on here, to make sure I
Yeah.
get the right people on here to share the right information.
Yes.
Right? So that's
Yeah.
another applause I want to get to you, brother,
I
because you
appreciate that,
started
bro.
from nothing to look at what you at now, bro. You
I
got all
appreciate
these
it, bro.
amazing people who's successful.
I
And they
appreciate it,
getting
bro.
on this cast and they sharing information that the world needs, bro.
That the
So
world needs to hear that.
kudos.
And the thing about it, bro, is I need to hear it. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm the genesis of what I wanted the podcast to be is just like, okay, I'm gonna get the opportunity to meet these cool individuals that can help me build my business mind, my
Mm-hmm.
fitness, my life mind, right? But then also it's like, oh, they actually dropping some game on here. Y'all can see it too. You
Right,
know what I mean? So
right.
it's like, man, yeah.
And knowledge is key. People don't understand too. Our people
Hmm.
is not educated enough. Perfect
No.
example. I didn't mention this to you either. Right now, part time, I
Mhm.
am a life insurance agent for Aflac. So,
Aflac, come on, come on.
so part time again. That's on my own schedule. You know, whoever I come across, my leads or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
I,
can you do like anybody though? You can get anybody
anybody.
insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
My
need to put
primary.
that. If you got a number or whatever, make sure we put that. Yeah, y'all reach out. Life insurance is important, bro. I was working in life insurance for a minute. Yeah, it's
Right.
important, bro.
Right. And what I love about the opportunity I have now, I work with major corporations and businesses. Right. So I'm calling on people that's already millions of dollars into their situation. They now looking to ways to enhance their businesses. They looking for ways to attain and attract top talent. Right.
Yeah.
Any business, how can you keep it running? You got the best workers. You got the best policies in place so that people feel comfortable in your job workspace.
Yeah.
So, and I love that, bro, because I help with 401ks. I help with Roth IRAs.
You do rollovers.
So all of it. And I help with dental, vision, short-term disability. And the best part about Aflac is it pays cash directly to you. Meaning being you got medical insurance, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Right? When you go to a medical or a doctor's visit, whatever, you got to pay a copay. You got to pay something out of pocket. With Aflac, we pay cash to you, whatever you file a claim for. Meaning, whatever we pay you or send you directly, you use that cash however you want. You can spend $5,000 on your doctor's bills, and then you got an extra $3,000 to just say, what do I want to do with $3,000, right? Aflac more so changes people's lives rather than just a medical insurance where you got to pay a deductible, you got to pay a monthly payment, and you got to pay a copay. That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
Hey, this right here, look, Rico, we're going to cut that up. We're going to send that to Aflac. You need to be the next, you know what I mean? Whoever takes from State Farm type shit. You can do that.
They love me at the company, man. And
that's good, bro.
I'm passionate about it only because of one thing, and it's gonna revert back to us.
Yeah.
Where we come from, bro. We never have these opportunities. Think about how many people in the city don't even know anything about medical insurance, don't even know about post investments. We got people that, like my mom's, she's working 10 to 12 hour shifts.
Yep.
The worst benefits. They don't offer her the work that she's putting in. They're not offering her what she's worth. And I hate that about a lot of our community and our people.
A lot of jobs,
Right? When they retire, they have no money to sit on. They have no money to, so people elderly still trying to figure it out. Like my grams, like other grams in the city. They finding a way, they working these penny to nickel and penny jobs to still survive, and they already 65 plus.
Yeah, my grandma, she played a scratch lottery. She was just trying to come up.
Trying to find a way, and that it sucks, bro, because we got people who 65 plus in Texas in $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 houses and retired ain't doing nothing.
Come on.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And it's sickening to me to see that they don't want to spread knowledge to everybody because they feed off the nickel and penny people. This is how it's the system.
That's the control. This a control.
Right.
Like when that nigga Kanye was saying all that simulation and stuff like that. Well, of course he did something crazy or whatever, but he was talking for real. Like this stuff is really like that. Like they need to keep us poor, and they're trying to get rid of the middle class. They're trying to just have top and bottom. You know what I mean?
Phaz be in this economy, he knows.
Oh, I'm trying to.
Right now, they literally trying to cut out the middle. They want everybody to be on two ends of the spectrum, and that's how Trump winning is. He's catering to the rich.
Exactly, and all the rich own. And if all of us are renting or that's just how it works. They own and we buy. They sell it, we buy it.
Consumers and the people that's selling the products. That's what he's trying to do. And that's why I hate it so much. And I don't care about no company. I don't care if I was working for State Farm. I don't care if I was working for Liberty Mutual. I don't care who I'm working for. It's the part of the information and knowledge that makes
information.
Right. That's what makes me passionate is because, bro, no matter who I work for, I'm gonna be successful at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I can look any man in the face. I can look any of those Fortune 500 company men, and they might have all the money in the world, and I don't. But I'm gonna look at them right now, and I know I'm gonna be just as wealthy.
That's it.
It's what it is. I know I wasn't handed daddy's money like them, but I'm definitely gonna make it a way for me to have daddy's money to where my kids gonna eat and
exactly. Like I know the cheat code.
Oh yeah, I know the cheat code now.
And then it's like, okay, what I think about too, because we can get into the Matrix. But I have helicopter because I just recently seen the Matrix.
Right.
Like, and I tell people like past 24, that's a required watch. You got to watch the Matrix.
Yeah.
Just watch it. So I went back and watched it, and I've been thinking about like, okay, how is everything in the world just kind of orchestrated? How is it similar to the Matrix? And that's really what they want. They want us to be able to do that so we can stay poor.
And
That's all it is.
And that's the thing, man. And it sucks because, like you said, me and you earlier, we want to be here because we trying to change everybody's lives back in the city, but we still here, right?
We still here.
That's why we need each other and people like us where we come from more so to help uplift. Because there's people who are already up there that's looking at us right here at this middle spot, and they still don't want to lend out the helping hand to even help, right?
Yep, exactly.
So that's why we got to keep utilizing each other to help uplift. You don't have to pull $100,000 out your pocket, but give me the chance to at least be somewhere and learn and be in a room where I can help elevate myself. We don't do that enough for each other. So
and it's crazy because if you think about it, and this is how me and you we stay in contact because of this. Because I tell a lot of the homies, like, you know, me and Rashad, we talk more so, but like we ain't texting all the time because like we locked in, we grinding.
Man,
so
it's like all my brothers from the city this, bro.
That's how it all is. And you know, we working and we trying to get to it. And that's how I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I tell it's so many people. I tell all my people.
What's up? Sorry, quick break right now. I know this is a great episode. I just had to tell you guys about The Cove and what it actually is. The Cove, the Christian entertainment company that's redefining fun for young adults. The Cove is completely flipping the script on nightlife. They specialize in high energy live events that are 100% clean. I mean, no alcohol, no smoke, no twerking, just good music, amazing vibes, and a strong community focused on faith. This movement is taking off fast, guys, so you guys got to tap in now. They've been featured in prominent media like Associated Press, Business Insider, Fox and Friends, and much more. The Cove is set to expand their event offerings significantly in 2026, so you guys need to look out. So stay tapped in. Make sure you guys follow them everywhere at The Cove HQ. That's at The Cove HQ. Right here. Go check them out. Now let's get back to the show.
And my homies, my brothers, my cousins, anybody that's from where we from, bro, because y'all seen me at my lowest. Like, y'all seen me where I was nothing. Y'all seen me where I didn't have a penny, for real. I'm out here having fun, living high school, But it don't matter. I can go a year without talking to y'all. I can go 2 years, 3 years. When you call or text my phone, the love and the genuinity is always going to be there. It's not going to change. Unless you do something weird.
And this the thing, Rick, too, look. Because you go to Houston, you're doing the Barber, you're doing this, and I'm sure you're learning things, right? I go over here, I'm in Dallas, okay, I'm learning things. Then we should come back together and say, okay, what did you learn? So instead of you having to learn stocks, right? I'm over here learning stocks for you, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna just give you the information that the guys that are paying, and not stocks, but just anything that would like podcasting. Okay, I can use the podcast to promote what you got going on, promote your barbershop, promote Aflac, and do all these things and just be able to work together.
Right. And the best part is how I think about it, and a good reference, again, everybody heard this reference, but us as each other, I'm helping lead the horse to the water. You cannot force them to drink, though.
You can't.
But as the genuine person that I am, I know that I led you where the water and the information is at, and you choose to, either take advantage of it or you don't. Yeah, it's just that simple, and at least I know out of my heart, because I want to see everybody win. But I got people who's above me. I got millionaires I can call and text right now. I got people who's blown up on social media, millions of followers, 500,000. Like, I'm genuine though. At the end of the day, I'm genuine, and I have these connections because of the fact that I'm staying genuine, right? Yeah. And that's the kind of the pave I want to pave too, is that no matter what my follower count is, no matter what my bank account is, when I see something and I see somebody I can help genuinely that needs the help and that's willing to drink from the water and get the help, I'm going to help them. I don't care.
You're going to help them. Because it don't take much. You know what I mean? Because it's not that, once you know it, it's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
Just building it, because it's like, I tell people, like, I went to Cornell. I learned more after Cornell than I did at Cornell because I had got into life and I started looking at stuff, the real stuff. Like, okay, what is money? Okay, what is life insurance? Okay,
Right.
what is sales? Okay, do I have to work a 9 to 5 or can I do that? You know what I mean? So yeah,
Right. And every person different. Everybody has a different path. So
everybody has
you
a different
really,
path.
so you have to find your path, your niche, and what's comfortable for you to help you get to that next step. And when I say comfortable, I use that lightly though, because content is different from comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to ever be content. I want you to be comfortable as far as you want to wake up every day and you're going to go do this because you want to. You're comfortable enough with doing that and utilizing your strengths. That's comfortable. Not being content like, all right, I'm making $60,000 a year, so now I'm just comfortable with that. And that's why I stay in sales, because if I want to wake up, if I'm making a base salary, and I'm content with that.
You know, you ain't gonna get your best.
It ain't exactly, and I have that hunger to say, nah, I want 6 figures. I want 100 millions this year. That's what I want. That's the comfortableness, because I know I'm a good salesman. And I know that my strength is being paid for, but also I can take it to the next level. Right?
Yeah.
So for sure, that's the goal with it.
Yeah, that's the goal, bro. And it's crazy because being somewhere, like, I would never thought I would have been in Texas though. Of all places.
Right.
And I don't know if you've been in Texas like beforehand, but it's like I never thought, just like being from Chicago, okay, I went to school in New York. I'd never be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna end up in Texas, because I think Texas is just like racist. They're just like, I don't know, it's the Cowboys. I didn't know what was going on here besides the Cowboys. That's it. That's it. But being out here, bro, like being in Dallas, like it's great to experience something new.
Right.
And I think that's why the importance of traveling and taking care of your money and getting things right is because, back to what you were saying, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how much money you're making, but are you comfortable in that? Can you say every day, okay, if I do this, I'll be happy? You should be doing what you're happy every single fiber of your being, every minute of your life.
Every day. And it's something that before I had this personal training job, with this whole situation again where I was being tested, I fell in love. And everybody, y'all need to go to the gym. I swear to God, it's going the motivation be hard, but in my worst time the past few months, like I stayed in that gym.
Yeah.
I it was recreating my mental. It was getting back, seeing the progression stage. It shows you when you're in the gym that you at this level, but the more you stay consistent, you start seeing and tapping into a different being.
Yes.
You know it, bro. You got one of the most strong. I got a lot of friends again that's fit, but bro, your body, your mobility, and your ability to have strength in different movements. It shows that you are very strong in different elements. And again, that's what makes Phaz the strongest person and a leader, a strong person on earth, a strong angel that God sent down, because bro, you know how to utilize your strengths and tap into different parts of your body and yourself. So I recommend everybody to stay in the gym, bro, because you is a replica of being able to do functional movements at a high intensity.
Yeah,
bro,
very high intensity.
Right. And when I see you post that shit, I'm like, damn, this man doing that amount of weight in what's the? I'm blanking right now. I'm definitely blanking.
Which one? The lift, the power clean?
Yes, power clean.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like cleaning. Simply something like power cleaning, like bro, that's a hard movement.
It's a hard movement.
You could put
that's an Olympic movement. It's an Olympic lift. Yeah.
Right. And you put a muscle builder. I could put somebody that's probably benching 300 or squatting 400. I'll bet my dollar to put you up against them in an upper Olympic lift.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't know how to tap into those different movements.
Different muscles. Yeah. Different explosiveness. Yeah.
Right. And so that's why fitness is definitely something I recommend to everybody, because it taps into your mental strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. In this, because I work out like damn near every single day of my life for the longest time. Like I always try to do something, whether it's a little yoga, whether it's a little bike, whatever it is, right? But I did this 30-day podcast thing, right? And when I did every day, did a podcast, and I was getting up at 5 a.m, the latest, every single day, and working out and doing that. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But then as soon as the 30 days got over, I was like, okay, I couldn't wait to sleep in again. You know what I mean? So it was like it didn't really stick for me waking up at 5 a.m. every day, but that just might not be my thing. But it's like you just have to figure that out with yourself. And one thing I'll tell you too is that it's been hard. This period of time that we go through that is hard. That's like we had to become somebody else. We're trying to get to all these next levels. You get frustrated. You get sad sometimes. All my athletes, like you probably depressed. You know what I mean?
And
But
it's
working out was the one thing that really was it takes all that frustration away for the day. It just allows you to keep going. So I 100% agree with that. You got to work out.
Yeah, and our brain releases a lot of chemicals just simply off of lifting weights or working out. Like those chemicals that's released into your brain is so important, bro. That's why people nowadays crashing out.
Yeah.
This is why people nowadays they failing. This is why people nowadays they giving up on themselves, like you just said. They're not trying to tap into out of their comfort zone.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And that's why I say it's important. If anybody could take it day by day right now, just even if you do something simple, just go work out. Just go work. It'll help you working onto that, get into that drawing board. Yeah. Figuring out what's the next step.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what is it right now for you? So I know you cutting hair, you doing the Aflac. So do we still got the clothing brand going?
Oh yeah.
I see the videos. I'm like, I gotta tap in with you. I've been meaning to.
Man,
I got to.
Matter of fact, speaking of that, bro, we got so much collab to do because I don't know if you've been peeping, but I have a active wear line on my clothing.
I did, yeah. I be seeing you at the gym with it, yeah.
So I got the girl stuff for ladies. So ladies, I have a lot of clients as far as ladies with my active wear, and it's not me as a CEO. I'm not just throwing that out here. This is true feedback from honest clients. The ladies love the material. They love the different varieties of activewear that I offer. And with the men's too, I have a different variety of stuff. It's going to be more I'm dropping. But I have activewear for men's as well that I be in. Bro, I'm going to definitely make sure I send you one and get you in it. I need some content in it.
I got you. I can do that.
We got to do a collab video working out together.
That'll be lit.
We
got to get on the field. Let's go to the field.
That would be lit.
Let's go to the field. Let's go to the court. We're going to the court.
Hey, I might do the court with you, twin. No, but I miss the field every day, bro. I think about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be having a lot of dreams of being on that field, bro. Cause
I'm telling you, I know.
I be thinking about this video where me and Luis Fierros. Me and him was at Oakland High School. We was on the field, bro. Wait, was you there that day?
Was it at the game?
Nah, it was just like one day we was like, let's just get some field work in.
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't you. Okay. But it was him and a couple other people, man. And I just remember this video every day. I'm going to send it to you. But I hit that man with a nice little stick route, hit him with the outside. Hit him. Broke him down. I love my boy Lewis, but I think about it, bro. I need to get back on that field. So we going to get on there.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Do that, bro. And so you got that. And so the clothing line, what's the name of the clothing line? And can they get it right now?
Yes. So I'm going to make sure I send you the link and so that you can add all the links in the description. But the link is griffinpremier.com. So easy, so simple. Griffin, my last name, Premier, PREMIER.com. It's also on all my social medias. It's in my bios. I have a separate Instagram page, Griffin Premier. All you gotta do is type in Griffin Premier to come up. Or G Premier LLC is the username or tag. And I make sure I'm gonna include. We're gonna put
it all in there too. Yeah. So what has been the biggest thing for you as far as entrepreneurship? Like, what have you learned? And like, what are some of the biggest things? Like, if you were to, not even to give it to anybody, because we still in the beginning phases, but it's like, what have you learned for yourself personally on how to be a good entrepreneur?
Is accountability. Is really nobody's going as a CEO. Nobody's going to do your work for you. Nobody's going to care enough about your podcast. Nobody's going to care about it enough as you are. So I think the some of the battles as a CEO of anything, and not just a brand, it could be like you said, like your podcast. It can be again my shop. Is the consistency and the accountability. Those two things right there is what separates any business. Because if you're not holding yourself accountable, you can't expect to hold a worker that you sign or that you hire. Because right now, something I'm really working on is my brand ambassador.
Your brand ambassador?
So if I can get more brand ambassadors, I feel like that's going to be the next step for my brand, because I have a lot of good merch. I got a lot of good different things, but I'm not going to be the only one promoting it. And you can't be the only one promoting it if you really want to get across the world. If you're really trying to bring in these different avenues, these different peoples. And that's why, again, your podcast is so important, because you showing and you bringing in so many different avenues.
Yes.
So many different views, so many different viewers. That's so important with having a brand or any business, is making sure you appeal to all audiences.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm doing with my brand right now. And that's why I dropped the activewear line, because everybody that's fit don't like wearing street clothes, don't like wearing streetwear or casual wear. But also I have people that is into streetwear and casual wear that is fit. They work out. So you see, I'm pulling in these different avenues of different consumers.
Yeah, and it's all still tied in with your brand. Like, you haven't left your brand.
No. And so that's the important thing is your strategy as a brand or a business, is having a strategy. Because I started my brand not having one, honestly. I just started my clothing brand in the beginning because I like, where we come from, but we like fashion. We like putting that shit on. So,
come on.
So instead of buying designer stuff and spending thousands and hundreds of dollars on the white man, excuse my language, but
come on,
on the higher Fortune 500 people, why not support your local brand people who is trying to find a way, right? Tommy Hilfiger, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all these brands, they honestly, they started with nothing. It took them probably 6 to 7 years. I was doing the research. It took them 6 to 7 years to be able to charge something above $300.
Oh, wow.
$400. People don't know that because they see the brand now and they see they charging $1,000. They charging $2,000.
Yeah.
It started somewhere though. They wasn't just charging that out the blue. And so that's another thing that keep me motivated with it, is that I'm able to still learn, still grow, right? But I need to get my strategy in place. I need to work on ambassador, just different marketing strategies to help uplift your brand.
Yeah, and it's interesting that because like your business is different, because like the entrepreneur itself, like every entrepreneur is different in their own way, but yours is different because you are coming from a brand perspective, right? Like your brand is what's making you money and is what's going to continue. And you're utilizing like, okay, let's see how social media is growing. Okay, there's podcasts, there's this, and you're touching every way that's building your brand, because the brand is the thing that's bringing you the money.
Right. And with you having a brand, it's never gonna be simple or easy. It's never gonna be to the point where you have everything figured out. And this ties back into our beginning conversation in the beginning of this podcast episode, is uncomfortability, being able to adapt, being able to sit at the drawing board and do these different things and try these different things. That's the beauty of life. People don't understand that is what life is. Life is about drawing boards, figuring it out, and helping yourself be a great human.
And do you feel like, was there a point where you look down at everything that you're doing, right? Like you have this, the clothing brand, you have the insurance, you have this and that. Was there ever a time where you were like, okay, I may be spreading myself too thin?
Yeah. Honestly, man, when I look at my schedule and when I think about what I'm doing every single day, bro, like I used to be able to take naps, like I said, during that time where I was unemployed and I was just every day just trying to think or figure out a way to change my life again. I was taking naps. I was in the crib, chilling on the game, playing 2K every day. But now I see the beauty in being busy, bro, and I'm learning, I'm growing every day. Whether I'm hitting a goal every day or not, I know interpersonally every single day I've been waking up, I'm getting growing 1%. In some shape or form. It doesn't matter. It can be my brand, it can be my health, it can be my bank account, whatever it is, I'm helping myself grow. And so, yes, I have found myself in times where I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I'm doing so many things at once. And you're not the first person, bro. It's so many people that watch my social media and be like, bro, how are you doing all of these different things?
and it's not, and I say this to you, bro, because that's me. But I feel like in order to get to that place that we're trying to get to, we have to radically, especially in your 20s, you have to radically try different things to see what it is that you like, what it is that you're going to do, what it is that works. But I got myself in a position too where I was like, okay, I'm doing a lot of things, but everything's moving like
yeah.
When it feels like when I focused on one thing for a long period of time, I got all of it. And maybe that's not what I was going to be doing forever, but it's like I juiced it. And then it took me to the next thing.
Right.
But even now I look at myself sometimes, I'm like, dang, I'm like, this is a lifestyle. To do this at a high level, you have to have a certain type of lifestyle. Like to be able to record an episode, okay, work.
Exactly.
Okay, now you have to raise the income that you're making if you want to have the freedom to do this. So
it is. And it's sometimes it can get discouraging because you like, all right, I'm steady waking up and doing this one thing, but it's not getting to where I dreamed of or what I envisioned. But then the reason, and this is what I learned from sales and all of my jobs, life insurance, door-to-door knocking. I used to knock doors, door-to-door in college.
And he's like, you come up to the door. Hey, have you heard? You want to hear about Jesus?
Right. No, and it's crazy, bro. I got some crazy stories at the doors, bro. But funny thing is, I started door-to-door knocking in Dallas. My very first summer, I knocked doors was in Dallas. I was in Richardson.
Okay, yeah.
So I was there, but obviously I covered all of Dallas. So I would drive.
And what were you selling? Was it insurance?
No. So when I was doing door-to-door knocking, I was selling pest control.
Pest control. Okay, yeah, pest control, solar. Yeah, okay.
Yep. So I was doing that. You know, EJ that went to Shepherd.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
That's who put me on with it.
Okay.
His brother was the owner of the company. So shout out to EJ, man, because if I wouldn't have took that opportunity to literally say, he's like, bro, you know where we come from, bro. And are you trying to make a lot of money? I know the job might be hard. And you know me, I love opportunities. So I said yes. I was hesitant. I was like, knocking doors, going flying to Texas. What you mean?
Yeah.
All I know is the city. That's all I know is being in the city. But he made me take that leap of faith. And I went out there my first year, made crazy money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, it taught me stuff about my mentalness, my toughness that I didn't even know. I didn't even know I was that cold. I didn't know I was that strong as a person. Right? And you're like, damn. Yeah. But taking that leap of faith of getting out and seeing how strong I am made me start going here.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's crazy because I think one thing is that people don't realize, like, especially athletes, right? Like, you're an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You put X amount of years, 18, 20 some years into a sport, and you got nice at that sport. So it's like now it's like we didn't do all this sales, all this marketing, building a business. That's a muscle that you have to start from scratch. You got to learn how to ride the bike all over again. You got to learn how to walk. You got to do all that.
Right. And it sucks, man, because that's crazy. It's crazy you said that because I thought about this during my little my past few months when I was having that unemployment situation. I was thinking, damn, bro, all them years I was in the gym. All them years I was on the court, early morning workouts, field workouts, but I ain't playing football or basketball.
Yeah.
I thought about it, bro. The reason I'm in my position I'm at, and the reason that a lot of people are still below me and back in that realm, that mental space, is because I was putting in work. So a lot of people may think like I'm stagnant where I'm at. I'm not getting nowhere. I'm not elevating anywhere.
Yeah.
Just mentally showing up every day is making
Yeah.
your brain strong enough to the future events that's about to come, right?
Yes.
Because God don't put you
Yeah.
anywhere you can't be.
Exactly. And I feel like there's something about like being an athlete,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where it's like the mental is your that's why like workers they say, oh yeah, we love companies say they love athletes. Oh, athletes work really well because there's a certain mental
Mm-hmm.
fortitude that we have just to get things done, push
Right.
through things, all the discipline that we have built, which is like that's the really entrepreneurial mindset more so than okay, you get out of college, okay, you
Mm-hmm.
go work, and you done never really worked out, you never really pushed yourself, and you just kind of cruise through it.
Right. Right. And even for people who don't have the luxury of playing sports, where it teaches you mental toughness. I
Yeah.
also, again, just want to say to people, stick out whatever you're doing. Have a plan, have another plan or strategy, but
Hmm.
still show up every day. Still show up and be yourself because mental toughness beats everything.
Yes.
Mental toughness can take somebody that has zero experience versus somebody that has 7 years of experience, but you're more
Yeah.
mentally tough than this person.
Yes.
You're going to overcome him.
Every time.
You're going to overcome it. That's why I daughter with sales, like I was saying earlier, is it's a numbers game too.
That's
The
it.
amount of days, the amount of work you putting in is also separating you and making you a better person than the other people.
Yes, that's it.
'Cause everybody don't have daddy's money. Everybody don't have the,
No.
hey bro, I'm gonna put you on, or hey bro, let me grab your hand and bring you
Yeah.
up here where I'm at. But
Yeah.
you're gonna get there because of how mentally tough you are.
Yeah. And I was just finished I just finished Think and Grow Rich, that book, right?
Right? Right?
And the main point that he said in there, like there's these keys on how to get rich, right? The main one was desire. He was like, the people that do it, they just have something in them, or they've worked something so hard, like playing a sport, that competitive, whatever it is, you have a desire to get that thing. Like ET say, you got a bad as one you want to breathe. But it's like you really just have to
That's a good one.
love and want that thing.
That's a good one. That's such a good one. Because it's hard. Obviously, life situations, just daily responsibilities can pull you away from
Yes.
doing it as bad as you want to breathe.
Yes.
But you have to be consistent enough to do it as bad as you want to breathe, because the more you breathe in life into yourself. You breathe in that manifestation by putting in the work every day. Them little manifestation steps is gonna get you somewhere. Whether it might not be, again, me being in the NFL or NBA, which I was putting all that work in, but now I'm a CEO. I'm financially stable for myself. I have the connections of a lifetime that I never will lose, and I'm never gonna lose in life because I was a sports player back then to show me to get through tough situations.
Yes.
And now I can handle anything, bro.
Anything. And we get into a point now too where it's like, I feel like we're in a time where I don't know how to say this. It's one of the easiest times to make money right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know we see all the stats where it's like 990 billionaires were just created in this year, and 1,000 million, you know what I mean? So it's like, just looking at the world, it's an easy way to make money right now, but it just feels like a lot of people won't do it, right? But I think that's just the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why we work so hard, because maybe we're not there yet,
right.
But you have to get here to get to there. Like you can't skip steps. The people that just stay here, they're going to stay there. But we have to go through this disappointment, this stuff that looks crazy, this posting every week, this committing to something, that brand, and just the work. Or really, it's just to learn how to make money. Really, that's what we are. We need to learn how to make money. Nothing else moves until we learn that. I'm just being honest with you. That's what everybody's trying to. You're trying to make money, right? Mm-hmm. Why am I doing the podcast? Because it's a way to help me make money, and I love speaking. I'm utilizing conversations that I have with my brothers that people don't have, so people can see that. And I'm also learning things, right? And I'm also, as I learn things, I want people to grow with me. I want to utilize this as a platform to bring people on to tell their stories. Because especially people that are in this position that we're at, where it's like you look at the podcast numbers, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, but I don't look at the numbers. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep putting one out because I'm building it up. I'm getting to 100 episodes. Don't talk to me. I'm getting to 100.
Right.
I'm getting, you know what I mean? That's it. I don't want to hear about nothing. There was a stat when we first started doing it, said like most podcasts don't make it past, I think it was like the 7th episode. So at first it was that. Then it was like, okay, let me do 10. Okay, let me do 100. You know what I mean? It's just that consistency and that want to have to do it.
And the want. And not only that, something that you just said that's real good is you are planting seeds. Right?
Yes.
The seeds that you plant.
Wait, I've been meaning to put this up. Yeah.
Hey! You hear me? You hear me? Hey! Hold on! hold on!
Hey! Wait. Because we've been preaching on here all night. It's been 53 minutes in. I didn't play it yet, but we've been preaching the whole time. I just have to play it so they know this is game. Yeah.
Because it's the truth. It's the genuineness of your podcast. Like I said, that's why you're motivating. The views don't even reflect what is the seeds you're planting right now. You're planting seeds in different brains and different minds. And that's with anything on YouTube, you put on YouTube that you're planting seeds and you might not always see the benefits. I don't have a lot of views on my podcast, but guess what? My last episode was with a streamer, and you know how many streamers I guarantee you that watch that and is definitely taking notes like, okay, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. But I know that's Rico. I know that's Rico 30 minutes. If I'm in Houston, I'm gonna go get a cut from him. But I really want to tune in because I was looking at the streamer.
Yep,
it's the seeds you sowing that in the future, it's not even gonna be about who you having on there. It's about Phaz dropping another episode. Exactly. So now I want to see what he's saying. Now I want to see that who he's having on and how he's collaborating with that person. Like that's what you're doing by dropping every episode.
Yes, and it's crazy. I'm gonna forget it if I don't say it.
Say it. No.
The damn you. Just like you got out of this city, you got out of Houston. No, you got out of Chicago. I got out of Chicago. We in Houston. We in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do that with your social media too.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to, and I'm saying this from experience because it's like I watch it, and I'm like, okay, the people on that original page, they just don't like when you're doing too much. They not there for that. You know what I mean? You may have a couple of people that's here for that. People scared to comment. You didn't talk to that girl back in the day. She ain't, you know what I mean? Whatever the situation is, right? you know that's what the situation is, right?
Yep.
But I created a new page, the Unphazed Sports page. And if y'all see this, I don't even care if y'all see it, right?
They will.
And I start posting some content about the Bears. The first thing I posted, I think it had like 79,000 views. Then I was like, okay. I was like, let me do that again. I got another post. I had 50,000 views. Then now every time I post, it might not be 70,000 views, but it's like I'm not getting less than 3,000 now.
Exactly.
And it's just it could be a post of me. The Bears was about to win. I was like, hey, this me right here. It wasn't nothing. It was a boat. If I post that on my page, I get 2 likes.
Right. And it's crazy. You see how that work is. Again, the numbers and stuff may not be there right there, but it's just gonna take that right seed that you plant. Yeah. And that tree gonna grow faster.
Yes.
Guess what? Them leaves and them branches are dropping that you done planted and it's taking you up here. It's dropping other leaves for the other seeds that you done planted. That's just gonna bring up. The tree's gonna start growing together because that tree that sold you or that you planted and it got you up high. It's just gonna bring the energy from the other tree because everything will get roots. Yeah, roots all come together at the bottom.
So we just went from the we gonna take that to go to that and get to all that. It just takes the faith of a mustard seed, my boy. That's it.
That's all it takes.
The thing was too. The other thing I was gonna say, I know I was gonna forget it.
No, say it.
No, I forgot it.
Got it.
It was because we talked about that. I forgot.
You forgot it?
Yeah. Dang. It's gonna come back.
When it come back, just stop me again.
Yeah. But bro, it's so good to have you on here, bro. I know we've been trying to get on here for a while, so as far as the cut, so you still cutting a lot. You're doing
Yep.
the insurance.
Mhm.
I know you got the clothing brand and everything like that. What takes up like most of your day every day? So like if you the regular week, what are you doing?
Really the works, like the normal job work. But again, the goal is to stop working for somebody else soon, take
Yeah.
off the podcast and the cutting and the brand.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
remember what I was gonna say. Hey, I remember. I remember. So look, it was that like the views on the YouTube, right?
mhm,
I have some depending on who the person is. Maybe I have 1,000, 2,000. Okay, then maybe I can post a regular one, 25 views, 10 views.
mhm.
You know what I mean? But the podcast, that's YouTube. People listening though.
They listening.
So I'm posting it to Spotify, Apple Music, all that on that side too. And I didn't realize that for a while. I'm like, okay, I did get a little discouraged. I'm like, okay, I'm putting a lot of effort into this. But it's
Mhm.
going to, first thing is going to be on YouTube forever. Then I'm also posting the audio of the podcast. Now we just hit 100 views, 100 downloads every month, a month for the podcast. And that's still
Man,
small in particular, but I'm like 100 people downloading something that I listen to every month. I'm like, that's
mhm.
big.
No, for real. And it's people. I promise you, even if the numbers don't reflect on this episode, I promise you down the line it is because of the
It is.
information,
Yes.
the encouragement,
Yes.
and just the knowledge overall that they are listening while they driving in that car. They're gonna
Yes.
be like, wow, like it's true. Because
Yeah.
like again, them seeds you sowing on Spotify and everything, people are tuning in, bro. They
Yeah.
tuning in. More than you know, they tuning in.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
go back. My bad. I had to get that out. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
You was telling me what was you talking about?
About the podcast, my podcast.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So what is the podcast about? Does it have like a because I know you were talking about like you have people on it's like a hey you getting the I'm getting the knowledge and you getting the knowledge too type thing.
Right. And what I'm doing on the podcast with it is not only am I so while we doing the podcast, I'm cutting your hair. So I'm giving you a cut. You
That's
feel?
lit. I was gonna say, bro, you have to do that. I wasn't gonna try to pressure you, but I'm like, it's there already.
Right.
It's
So
there.
and again, if when you get the chance, bro, just watch 1 or 2 episodes. I'm only at like 3 right now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna add more. I actually started reaching out more because, like I said, your podcast specifically motivated me to start reaching out to different forms of different kind of people and having them on here, right?
Yeah.
And I like how you are self-sufficient with your podcast. I think where I was going wrong at, or what I was scared at, was the investment part. So I'm also kind of playing around with that. I need to buy my own camera. That's my next step. I do want to buy a high definition camera that I can just shoot on my own, you know?
Yeah. And one thing I will say too, what I've learned, right? And because I've done camera, I've done off the phone, I've done whatever it is. I'm just got to get it done. Like I committed my mind to that. But when you get a camera, the camera, depending investment wise, for anybody trying to do something, you can get a camera. You don't have to get the most expensive camera, but you should invest your money in lighting, right? Lighting, the type of lighting. Because I was just sitting with a guy. He has like a bunch of podcast studios out here, and I'm actually gonna shoot there soon.
Okay.
But he's like, it don't even really matter. He has like a Sony camera, a regular camera with a nice lens on it. And he's like, but we invested a lot in the lighting. That because he said something about Apple, they'll do a whole podcast or show whatever, and it looks like TV quality on the iPhone, but it's like they got $1 million lighting on top. So it's like, of course, it's gonna look right, you know?
Right. And that's why I love about doing the podcast in here, because guess what? I need the lighting anyways.
You need it anywhere.
That's why it's kind of hard to see, but I got, I got things right there. I got a light thing right there. So if I turn, I didn't turn it on, and then I got the ring lights right here. So it's true with the lighting. So that's why, like you said, like I'm starting to play around with equipment, investing into yourself. And I'm glad you just kind of gave me that advice, because it's true. And I've been looking at my different cameras. I am thinking about getting a Sony and just one nice Sony.
Yeah.
And having different angles shot with my phones. I got two different phones. So, I'd rather at least have one good camera, shoot with the phones, test that out. Boom. If I need to get another camera, invest down the line. But that's true with the lighting for sure.
Exactly. Because you got to be smart about it too, because like You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you just borrowed all this stuff because you thought
Right.
the podcast was gonna get
Right.
big off it. Then it doesn't. Then it's like, okay, but now you hurting your pockets. There's affordable ways to do this. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I don't like when people use the investment piece as a point of not starting.
Right. Right.
I think the best thing is the come up. So like I was
Yeah.
like, dang, I was thinking about a point. It's like, okay, I just updated the background. Okay, maybe I just start a new podcast, or maybe I cancel all the other podcasts. No, I want them to see the beginning when I was off the phone and
Mhm.
I want to see them the high quality mic. I want to see everything, you know, 'cause
That's
this
how
is
it
the
is.
journey. That's the
Because
journey.
with media right now, visuals taking over.
Yes.
Um, and that's what I've been diving into a lot too. If you see my content, and like you just said, I was not getting a lot of views at first, but I'm starting to get a lot of views on my main page just because I've been working on my visuals, my angles, and I've been
Yeah.
teaching myself how to do it.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you got the right camera, the right lighting, the right background, you don't really need too much with the camera. I
Yeah.
promise you don't.
You
Because the
don't.
view's gonna be there. You putting out the right content, it's gonna be there. Trust me.
It's gonna be there, bro.
Mhm.
It's gonna be there, bro. So, brother, it's always so good to have you on here.
Man,
And
thank you.
we
Thank you.
gotta do this more.
Yeah.
Like we can have you on here, like pop on. We gotta do that. We're gonna
Bro.
do some more collabs, bro. But it's always good to have you on here, bro.
Yeah, and again, I'm gonna make sure again if I am invited again to be on the episode again, I'm gonna make sure now I'm taking mental notes as I'm going through my day-to-day stuff to have
Yeah.
more, advice and more things that I'm battling or dealing with on the day-to-day as far as the CEO and the businesses and how I can help others that's battling with the same thing.
Yeah, and one thing that I think about a lot, right, is for this podcast specifically, right? I don't even care. Like I was so advice driven. This is actually good for you starting a podcast. Like it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what is the podcast about? I was like, okay, is it motivation? Is it entertainment? I want to have fun. No, I want to kick it, right? One thing that I think about is like, I don't want to give advice. Like
Mm-hmm.
it'll come out naturally, but forget the advice. I just want to tell you what I'm going through.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I know as I went through something, and this is what I did to get out of it, or this is the mindset I was in, this is what I needed to do. I think that is the most valuable thing, the
Oh
story.
yeah.
Because
Oh
a lot of times there were episodes I did where I was like, okay, I'm on here, or I'll bring somebody on, right? And we'll be preaching, and I'm like, you talking about all this money, but you ain't got no money. You telling people how to get money. No, but it's like, ain't no advice. We just telling you we on a journey.
right. Right.
And
And
we're
that's
getting it.
it's funny. It's very important you just said that. I actually really like that's something that's been on my mental heavily. Is
Mhm.
and living out here in Houston, I've been noticing, from being outside in the clubs or something, kicking it next, and you're gonna be around a lot of people you don't know when you're outside.
Mm-hmm.
But something I'm seeing is a lot of people that was on social media that claim they have the money. They don't when they out spending, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of can see that the lifestyle they live.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about a person's finances. Your
Yeah.
net worth is your net worth is your net worth. I
Come
promise to God, that is never gonna be a lie. And I used to be like, what? That don't make sense. But
Yeah.
it's living proof. I'm living every day and I'm staying connected in my environment with my network.
That's
I'm
it.
being
You hang around. You
Mhm.
hang around 4 millionaires, you'll be the fifth.
You're going to. It's honestly like you just kind of slow if you around a lot of elevated people and you're not
Yeah.
winning. It's
It's
like,
because
what are you doing?
what are they talking about? And I say
Right.
this all the time. It's like I love to have conversation, and for the podcast, right? It's like I love to have the conversation because these are the conversations that I want to have, that I need to have, that are going to get me to the next level. Me, because I'm going to have this conversation. I'm going to go back and be like, okay, I'm going to relook at it. Look how I spoke. Look what we was talking about. Look at the conversation, kind of study that. And at the same time, I just need to keep getting better.
Better. That's what it is. And like I said, I'm thank you for having me on here, man. And I see this podcast going way further than any ordinary person with a podcast nowadays, because you doing something that is good for the public, and not only good for the public, but you're helping yourself, like you just said. You gaining your own knowledge, you seeing different avenues, different views, how people living. It teaches you what, like I just said in the beginning, what's comfortable and how to move.
Yes.
What's comfortable for you and how you gonna start building your legacy. Keep making your legacy. So, that's definitely good. And I applaud you, brother. And I can't wait to see all the great people you have on here, man. Because it's only getting better. It's only gonna
it's only get better. Then when I had the best person, you know, Rico gonna be the next person to come on after, because you know how we get down. We remember where we from.
Hey, man, don't ever forget about me. That's all I ask.
I can never do that. That's why I tell you the same. Man, I'm like, how my brother let me come on here without a cut, man? I'm like, that's messed up. Rick 30 beans.
Hey, no, for real, brother. And hey, just to put, I'm manifesting this.
Yeah.
I have been in talks in like the next year to 2 years of moving to Dallas. I do want to buy a house down there. So that is my goal. Houston cool and all, so I want to buy property here. But I do want to buy property in Dallas as far as like long term when I'm ready to
talk about. Let's talk about that for real, because I know where you should buy. I got some ideas.
Right.
Because I'm seeing it's getting crazy out here. Where they building all this stuff is crazy. Dallas is nuts.
They building every day.
I'm like, it's ridiculous. Another apartment building. Yeah, we could definitely talk about that because I'm on the same wave.
Okay.
But brother, it's so good having you on here, man. I want you to sign off to the people. We end up with a little stay unfazed, man.
Yes, man. Hey, stay unfazed, y'all. Make sure you keep tuning in to my boy. He got nothing but great information and great things that everybody needs to hear. Places y'all can find me on social media. Itzreeek, ITZR_EEK. Itzreeek, and on my Itzreeek page, you will see all my pages in my bio. So G Premier LLC for the clothing brand, and then right here above, Reek 30 Beams. If you ever in Houston and need a haircut, you know who to come see.
You don't go nowhere else but to Reek 30 Beams.
No, if you want a good cut and it's guaranteed for what you're paying for, come see me. You see me, I cut my own hair as a barber.
Yeah. You see me? He let me come on here like this, man. It's his fault. I'm just letting y'all know, man. Brother, I appreciate you, man. I love you, bro.
I'm Unphazed, yeah.